Girl, everyone. This is your girl Z Speaks, and we are here today in the studio. I'm super excited about my guests this afternoon. They are the CEOs of the Passive Wealth Group. Now, you guys know that Z is a big deal about, my biggest deal is to get information to the people that's needed, especially to those of us who may not understand how important financial education is. And these women, Yvonne and Shonda, are here today to answer a few questions and to share with you guys their platform and their company and what it is that they do. And I just want to welcome you ladies so much because this is a passion of mine that you may not know about. But financial literacy is so important. And when I heard about what you guys were doing and I read about what you were doing, I was immediately just super excited and just so grateful to have you on the show today. So welcome into Z Speak Studio. Introduce yourselves and then let the people know what it is that you guys do. And then we can just get it rolling from there.
Awesome. I am Queen Red. I'm a wealth independence navigation coach and joint partner with my girl here.
Coach Keisha. I am Lakeisha Herrera, also co-founder of Passive Wealth Group and founder of Coaching Your Greatness.
Yes.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Welcome again. So let's see. I want to know, this is the first thing, because what was it that made you guys understand that this was a need? Because I know that the way things grow and they grow well is when you can satisfy a need. And we know that this is a need, but not everybody necessarily knows how important this is. What sparked that for you guys? What made you want to focus on all the things that we can learn about financial literacy? What did that for you guys?
Well, for me, I would
Mhm.
say money is everywhere. We need money, right? So financial literacy is very, very important in every community because that's what we need to thrive. You know,
Yes.
even the scripture says, "Money answereth all things." So money is definitely
Amen.
an important factor of life. So with that being said, Coach Queen Red and I, we definitely have a passion for, first of all, educating
Yep.
individuals.
Yep.
And because we are into passive income and
Mhm.
also wanted to build wealth for our families, for our legacy, just to kind of make sure that we leave something for our children and our family and future
Yes.
generations to come. We have a very strong passion for that. And
Yes.
while we're doing it, we want to make sure that we help other people come along the journey as well
Yep.
and to educate them in the financial journey.
Yep. And
Absolutely.
just to piggyback off of Coach Keisha, mine, and we share this scripture in common from Deuteronomy 8 and 18. It says, God has given us the power to create wealth. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I have quite a few.
Yes.
Mine is lifestyle. Just like she was talking about passive wealth, I was just teaching the other day to some kids at Shoemaker, and I
Oh,
often talk about this is that for you to create passive wealth, you have to have a certain type of lifestyle that's catered to what is it that you're trying to leave behind. It's catered to how you want to represent yourself in the community that you represent. How is it that you want to teach in the community that you represent? What your ministry is, what is it that how my first pastor used to tell us is that sometimes your life might be the only Bible that someone reads.
absolutely.
I understood when she said that, and that's what passive wealth is to us. It's what Coach Keisha said, plus just the lifestyle that you represent. Because my experience is that lifestyle is not a replication of what someone else is doing. It is a unification of what the creator has given us each to walk the path and do the things that we are called to do.
I
Totally
like that.
agree with
I
you.
really like that. And you said something that was really profound because I can remember as a teenager not being taught much about finances and
Yes.
financial wealth or any of those things. And we only learned by what we saw our parents do. And some of
Yep.
them most times weren't educated as well. So the fact that you were speaking to the younger generation, that kudos to you because they absorb everything. We know that by the way they move around, how they do, that's how they learn. And for them to be able to hear it at such a young age, that's an impressive thing. And I impress upon anybody that is watching, take notes because some of these things that these ladies are going to say, I know the nuggets are going to be dropped because this is something that is, like I said, truly passionate for me, because I do have people that are coming behind me, and I do understand that they need to know and they need to learn. So I'm gonna have my sons give y'all a call because they got to
Most definitely.
you know, and truly, we don't think about those things. So um, that's really a great point that you made. Now, moving on into adults, especially the seasoned adults, we work paycheck to paycheck because that's something that
Ooh.
we were taught to do that. We were taught to believe that you work 40 years and you retire off of retirement that won't let you live another 40 years. We were taught to do that. And some of us find ourselves working in, the ages when we should be enjoying our lives and enjoying the fruits of our labor. How do you, for lack of a better word, deprogram that mindset of someone who may be in their 50s and have to be in that catch up mode? And I'm saying this and I'm speaking from personal experience, catching up, whereas we didn't know to do so or prepare for some of the things that are happening at this sort of life. How do you help us?
What you want to do? Because
Woo. Okay, so as you was talking, I'm thinking about so
Same here.
many
Oh my
individuals.
Yes,
Because
I'm an
when you
individual.
talk when you talk about that age range, you're
Mhm.
not only just talking about a mindset, but you're talking about a generational way of living.
Yes.
You're
Mhm.
talking about a cultural way of living, and
Yes.
sometimes those things are very difficult to break.
Yes.
So with that, I would say, because I have parents that are still working,
Mm.
and I would tell my dad, you don't have to work that hard. Get you somebody that can do this XYZ. He like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That the generation of that age, they believe in working hard.
Yes. Yes.
I would compare them to the show me state. You
Yeah.
have to show. You have to show them there is a better way, because it is very difficult to change that mindset. Because here's the thing. Once you get into, like, I'm going to say after 40, you really start really thinking, I'm losing time. When you start getting into 50, you really like, man, I got more time behind me than I have ahead of me. So it's really fear based now to
Yeah.
try to get that individual to understand that retirement is not an age. Okay.
Mm.
You don't have
Say
to
that,
wait to a
girl.
certain age
Woo.
to retire,
That's
but
right.
you retire when you are able to accommodate the lifestyle that you desire. And I know
Exactly.
Coach Queen Red over here, she ready to jump in. She ready to get
I know.
tagged in, because let me tell
Jumping
you
at the
something.
bit. Jumping at the bit. Come on, girl. Let's go.
Yeah, lifestyle wealth is
Ooh.
something that she practices, she
Oh
teaches,
my
she eat
goodness.
and breathe it, and that is definitely something that I've adapted from her as well. Is what
Yes.
is the wealthy
Uh,
lifestyle for you?
Right.
You know what I'm
seriously.
saying? What is
Right.
the wealthy lifestyle for you? Everybody don't require the same. I know for
It's
my
no cookie
husband,
cutter answer. It's no cookie cutter answer. So
correct.
I love that. Girl, jump right in because we ready. We are
I
ready.
know you're ready. Go ahead. Tell us what we
I
need to
feel
do.
like I'm on the side. You know how they have the WWE
Yes,
matches,
yes,
and
yes,
it's
Yes.
yes. Tag.
oh my goodness. I don't know where to begin. So we're in the present state right now. So I'm framing this conversation for where we are in our society right now. Right.
Okay.
We know we got our presidential office where that's at right now. We know
Mm-hmm.
what's going on in our personal communities right now. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm framing that with the question that you just asked, right? So
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. We have been taught, and you said a keyword, programmed, and my
Mm-hmm.
mind just went bananas. We have been taught so much by a system that was not necessarily designed for us. And I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. But
Right.
now it's so present that you cannot avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the question you asked about how do we deprogram, I think that's happening right now in present sense. So if you're not watching what's going on, that's giving you a present day answer about I have to do something different,
Hmm.
and we're talking about lifestyle,
Yes.
then I don't know how else to answer that present time change that's
Right.
happening right now. And what do
Right.
I mean by that? 401k plans. Do I really need to wait until I'm a particular age because the rules say so. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but what I'm saying is I've always been a rule breaker. And
I'm not mad at you about that statement, though.
look,
That's
okay,
trailblazers. Trailblazers.
look,
That's right.
Look, I have to.
Look.
I got to. I've always been a rule breaker.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm grateful
Because this
for
the
it
thing. We got rule breakers in the White House. Okay.
I'm grateful for it.
Up right now. We got rule breakers in the White House.
I'm grateful for it because here's the thing.
Passive wealth and lifestyle. Okay,
right.
and you're trying to create a legacy. I know plenty of African American rule breakers that have made the way for us.
That's
right.
You cannot follow the rules from a system that was not designed for us.
Absolutely. So
when you
the way that you're saying this and the passion that I feel from you is what we need to be infectious right now. It needs to catch on like fire right now. So your energy, the energy that you guys are bringing, when I tell you I got chills because I was in the financial services industry for a little while. So I do have some understanding. That's why this is so exciting to me, because the person in that White House is not in my house. He's not in my head unless I allow him in my head. Because we've done the things that we've done in this country, that means that we are not only capable, we are able to make that difference in our own lives to where who is at that address at 1800 Pennsylvania does not matter.
Look,
I love what's happening right now because it is going to make us awaken quicker, faster, harder than ever before. Because see, the God I serve, he going to show you, he going to tap on you, he going to whisper in your ear at first, and then he going to hit you upside your head. We have to hit you upside your head stage right now.
Thank you.
So it's time to go. So what you guys are doing is definitely needed. Definitely. So y'all done got me fired up now. I'm fired up now. Because listen, I'm 57 years old, and the beating a dead horse thing, we gonna play Lazarus with this dead horse, okay? Because these people got to understand what's about to happen for us. Because now it's our time to show them. But we do need that education, and that's where you are so important. I'm gonna do everything that I can to put you guys out there where I know it's needed. That's a promise that I'm making to you right now on this stage. Because I knew when I was reading through it, websites are all little cute little package. But looking at y'all, just the energy that I felt, and I'm real big on that. I thank my ancestors for that because it saved me from a lot. But it's also taught me and brought me to places where I need to be. I promise you this relationship is about to do something because I'm telling you, my God don't lie to me. He does not lie to me. So
we
now
receive
I'm going to
that.
pull back a little bit and I'm going to take you to my next question. My husband is retired military and we married. We're seasoned newlyweds. We've only been married 5 years. And we are now merging our incomes and our retirement plans and things of that nature. I do work for a hospital, as do so many people that I know. And I'm speaking to those people because I know some of them are in the same situations as I am. Explain the importance of saving outside of those pre-made plans in a way so that they understand that if you have insurance on your job and you die and it's not somebody cutting your head off, your family won't get taken care of. In a way to where they kind of understand that you have to have something outside of your job. If you make it simple for them.
Well, to make it simple, the name within our organization says it. You got to have some type of passive wealth and passive income. So for us, what we teach is it's great to save. Yes, that's great. But your money is just sitting and it's actually losing money while it's sitting because of inflation. So you have to find an income vehicle or an investment vehicle that is going to be able to work and put your money to work where it can grow faster than inflation.
Come on, coach.
So you have to put it in some type of investment vehicle for it to even make sense. I've never met a person that worked 2 jobs and became rich.
Come on, coach.
I never met a person that had 2 jobs and became wealthy. Most times people that have 2 jobs, they're still just making ends meet. That's because they're not able to run faster. You're not able to work faster than inflation. You're not able to work faster than our expenses. So you have to put your money somewhere so that your money can begin to work for you. For me, I teach my kids, you have to look at your money like little foot soldiers. And those soldiers got to go out and they got to go recruit other soldiers. And
Okay.
as you recruit other soldiers, then now you have an army.
Come on.
Okay.
Come
And now
on,
that you
girl.
have this army, now you have protection.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that you have protection, now that you can live with a certain sense of security because you're not solely dependent on
Come on,
that
Coach.
9-to-5 job.
Come on, Coach.
Because when you're not working, or when that 9-to-5 job gets rid of you, or when you don't have the health to be able to work that 9-to-5, you still need to survive. Again, money is all around us.
Yes.
Everything we do circulates with money. Money answereth all things, not some things, all things. So we have to find other ways to be able to invest our money and stop just eating our seed, eating our money. Right? Because the scripture says God gives seed to the sower. And instead of eating the seed, we need to eat the fruit.
Come on, Coach.
Not the seed. Our job and our income is the seed. Take that seed and sow it in an investment vehicle so it can produce fruit. And as you produce fruit, what you get? More seeds.
Come on, Coach.
You produce more fruit. And that's how you get out that rat race of living paycheck to paycheck.
That's what needed to be said. And it can't get any plainer than that. I understand it to be very simple. If I got to be the farmer, my family, my future will reap that harvest. If I got to be the farmer. And so that's what I love to say to my kids. I am that farmer. You guys have to continue to till this soil and reap the harvest. That means building the type of wealth that comes from, because I don't think of a job and think of wealth. I recognize that when I realized that my parents retired broke. Jobs don't make you wealthy. I knew that then. So I've always been looking for something and always been searching for something. I found a few things, but I had to be educated in order to do that. So knowing that I need that education and being able to put this out there to people, tell me now how you would take on a new, do you call them clients or do you call them students? How do you take on someone if they want to, if they have the desire to learn?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we have a couple of ways. Right now, we have a masterclass that we're offering.
Okay.
Anyone can go to our website at www.PassiveWealthGRP.com. It's on sale right now.
For those who are taking notes, like I told them, say it one more time.
Yes, ma'am. That's www.PassiveWealthGRP.com.
Okay.
Our masterclass is currently on sale right now for $197. It is self-paced. It's at our Problem Solve University. It's $197. That is one option. It is a very thought out, very planned, self-paced. The first 2 weeks is mindset. We do not steer you wrong. If you like what you've heard today, trust you're going to love the 6 weeks pace masterclass. We set you up for absolute success. Yes, ma'am. Now, if you want a more personalized session to where we can tailor and coach and mentor you, we do offer coaching sessions where you get the both of us, or you can get with us individually.
Okay.
And you can go through our website once again at www.PassiveWealthGRP.com to schedule a consultation session.
Okay. I like that. These are online courses, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The Passive Wealth Masterclass, yes, that's an online course and it's self-paced. That is specifically for if you're interested in learning more about short-term rental.
Yes.
Okay.
But if there's other areas that your audience or whoever is interested in learning different wealth strategies, then you can definitely reach out to us and then we can set up a coaching call for you.
Okay, so for the people that don't understand, I do have some understanding of that. When you're saying wealth strategies, what are some examples of that?
Wealth strategy is basically looking at your lifestyle and seeing exactly what type of lifestyle that you are wanting to live, what that looks like, and then also seeing what wealth investment vehicles fit that
Yes.
lifestyle that you
Yes.
wouldn't mind doing. So for me, so we both are involved in real estate, but
Yep.
at the same time, we have our own
Yep.
individual wealth strategies.
Yep.
I'm solely real estate and I do little stocks. Queen Red, she does mostly stocks
Yep.
and then some real
Real estate.
estate.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we
Okay.
share
That's
Yep.
balance.
between
That's
we
balance.
yeah,
Yes.
we share between each other of the different things. Like yesterday she taught a class on REITs and she talked about the
Yep.
different tickers and the stuff to invest in. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to invest in that one."
Yep.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So we
Okay.
Yep.
have our individual wealth strategies. I like I said, I personally enjoy the real estate side of things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When I started out, I would say maybe about like 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I've always had this mindset that I wanted to be wealthy. I never really put a money tag
Yep.
on it, but we know most people, when you say, oh, wealthy, they think millionaire.
Yes.
So I said, okay,
Right.
since I got to put a money to it, then I want to be a millionaire. And
Right.
I kid you not, the Spirit of God spoke to me and said, what is a millionaire? How you
Mm-hmm.
going to be something you don't even know what it is?
Come on.
And I said, oh, bet.
Yes,
Let me
man.
use Google. I said, Google, what's a millionaire? And it said that a millionaire is a person that have $1 million worth of asset or $1 million in the bank
Yep.
or cash or
Yep.
cash flow, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, but it said the quickest way to become a millionaire is through assets. And that at the time of that research, it was at a 97% of the world's millionaires were through real estate.
State.
Mm-hmm.
So I
That's it.
said, well, shoot, that's what I'm going to do because here's the thing. Do you know that land is indestructible? It's
Mm-hmm.
it is the thing that appreciate
Yep.
and they're
Mm-hmm.
not made and it's not renewable. In other words, ain't no more land being made. What's
Right.
here is here. So you can pass it down to generations to there are people that own land and including myself, my family own land that my ancestors from Guatemala
Wow.
moved to Louisiana, purchased land, and we had that land in our family for over 100 years.
Wow.
So when you're
Wow.
talking about generational wealth, land is the one of the top priorities of generational wealth. Look at the children of Israel. When God called them out, anytime he spoke to them, he said, go conquer what? The land.
Man.
I was
Go
gonna
get
say that.
the
Come on,
land.
coach.
The
I was,
land.
I was gonna
That's
say
right.
that. And see, I have to caveat
Go
real
ahead.
quick. I have to caveat. So I'm gonna
We
piggyback
get
on
so
Coach
excited
Keisha.
about
Yes.
this.
So that's biblical. That's biblical though, because you got land, you got property, and you got your business. Each of those three things are things that have been taught in the Bible
Yes.
that is gonna bring you generational wealth.
Yes.
The land,
It's just
property,
teaching.
and business.
Yes.
It's the
Yes.
teaching. It's the teaching side of it. That's why I say in the industry of finance, what I found was there wasn't a lot of people that looked like us. There wasn't a lot of people that were women. There weren't a lot of people who were black, even in the men that they were there that were leading. So it looked like something that was far away from us, something that we just didn't need to tap into. But again, when you spoke to that, Coach Red, you just really lit a fire in me because we really want to believe that we can do this in a system that wasn't created to help us to do it, because that's what we've been conditioned to believe. So that reprogramming and reconditioning is a thing that can be done, because our insides, that little voice that's inside of us that's telling us that we want more, we have
Yeah.
just kind of dumbed that voice down a little bit because the other voices are so loud.
It's our
So
birthright.
your energy towards this topic is so reflective in what was taught to you through the spirit, not through the body,
Oh,
through
wow.
the spirit. So I want you to help me to tell these people where they need to go, and what they need to do, and who they need to bring along with them. In other words, like for me, I feel as though my husband needs to have this conversation with you guys along with me. So if we wanted to sit down with you on one-on-one, how would that work? What does that entail? What do we need to bring with us? Do we need to bring tax papers? Do we need to bring financial information? What would we need to bring on a one-on-one customized appointment with you guys?
Well, right now for you, just specifically for you, I would sit down with your wonderful spouse and ask yourself, what is my exit strategy in this season?
Okay.
That's what I would ask myself.
Okay.
And then once you know what you and his exit strategy in this season, then come and talk to us so we have a focal point of where we want, like where we're going to help you get to that exit strategy.
Okay.
You know, that way we can kind of narrow down what is it that you're trying to accomplish.
Okay.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, I was pretty much gonna kind of say the same thing. Basically, the first session always, I like to call it, is to bring clarity.
Yes,
We got to first bring clarity of mind, because there's so much information out there, and there's so many different strategies, and there's so many different avenues. It's not, like you said earlier, it's not cookie cutter. It's not a one size fit all thing. So we have to first see what it is that you got. What are your goals? What are your desires? And then now let's start matching things up so that you can reach those goals and reach those desires. A lot of times people, and we had this issue, well, I ain't gonna say issue, but we had this conversation with a client. Her thing she kept saying was, I want to leave generational wealth for my family. And so I kept saying, well, what is generational wealth to you? Because for everybody it is different. We have took that term and literally just used it, and like it has really no meaning. But we really don't have a clear understanding of what is generational wealth. And so I said, well, you tell me, what does generational wealth looks like for you? And she said, it is me leaving property to my daughter and my grandchild. I said, okay, do you have property now? She said, yes. I said, how many do you have? I think at the time she had two. She had two properties. I said, you've already done it then. You've already done it. You've already done what it is that you said that you want to do. And you're racking your brain on, I want to leave this generational wealth and legacy. But you've already done it. So now we just need to maximize
and
leverage, right? And we need to scale it. So there's things that you may already have that you're asking for. I'm a firm believer that we have everything we need. I'm sorry, I keep going back to scriptures because it's coming to my mind. It says that I have given you everything.
Don't apologize for that.
And godliness. That's the scripture. I have given you everything that you need for life and godliness. You already got it. What did he tell Moses? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Whatever you need is already in your hand. Whatever you need is already in your house. He said the gift gonna make room for you. So for the most part, we want to tap into that because that's where the power is at. The power is in the gift, and we show you and provide clarity on how to align that for your lifestyle wealth.
Come on.
For your passive wealth. And that's pretty much how our sessions how they go.
Now for everybody else, you can go to www.PassiveWealthGRP.com and you would just go to the contact us page and we have a vetting process in place.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me just kind of elaborate a little bit on the vetting process on why we do that. The reason why we go through a vetting process because we are ladies that look for results.
Okay.
It does us no good for you to sign up and hear us talk, and we give you all these nuggets, we saw all these seeds, and you don't do nothing with it. We want to make sure that the people that we spending our time with and making sure that your investment yields a result. That's number one. We want to make sure whatever it is that you invest into your well-being, into your lifestyle strategy, that it yields results. So we make sure that we go through a vetting process to see if that person is even ready to even receive what we're trying to provide to them.
And number two, we are ladies who look for alignment. Okay. So results and alignment, because what I'm not going to do is align myself with someone who is not in position to do what it is that they are needing to do. Because you have those out there who are just coming to show face and not put the work in.
Right.
Faith without works is what?
It's dead.
Okay,
we want you to put the work in. Yes, for sure.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me, and I appreciate that because I want to again tell you, ladies, that I'm so grateful to have you here today. Like I knew. Because I try to do my research on who we decide that we want to share with the world. And just like you, I want to put the information out there, especially in our community, because I know that our dollar doesn't stay in our community very long. And that's because we don't recognize, we're so used to looking outside of ourselves, and we do have everything we need inside of us. We just need the right avenues and the right educators and the people who really mean the best for you because they look like you. And not to say that, people of other ethnicities don't need this as well, but my passion is with my people. And I make no apologies for that. So I'm so grateful for you too. Do you have anything coming up, any seminars, anything like that you'd like to share before we kind of bring this to a close?
Yes. Okay, so this is gonna be exclusive because we have not shared this.
We haven't.
We haven't even shared this on our platform yet. So look, you getting the exclusive tea. So we are prepping to launch our brunch and learns.
Okay.
And that's going to be in person. It's going to be virtual. You can do virtual as well, but the idea is to bring people together, and we're going to teach in person for 1 hour. Provide a brunch so everybody can get fed, and we're going to talk about different investment vehicles and break down those how-tos on how to get started in those arenas. So we are planning to launch that in April. We do have a date, but we just want to make sure that day is secured before we actually put out the date. But look for it. We're definitely going to be launching it in April. And when we solidify the date, we'll make sure that you get that information.
Oh man, that is, oh my God, that's so great to hear. What I need you guys to do, please make sure that y'all let me know so I can plan accordingly with this schedule, please, because I definitely want to be there, and I do want to bring some people along with me.
Oh, for sure. Yes, we're going to be doing them every month. So once a month for the second quarter, we're going to do brunch and learns.
Okay, I'd love to hear. I told y'all to take notes now, y'all out there in Z Speaks Land, because I told you it was going to be some nuggets dropped on here. And if you didn't, you might have missed out, because that's a big one. Because you got to put yourself in a place, in an environment where you can grow. And this is what we all need, is to be watered. And you guys are willing to do that. And I really am so grateful for you and for your time. And lastly, what I need from you is for you to share with the people all of your social media platforms so that they can find you on social media, since that's where we're living these days. So they can look for themselves and get some, just background information, just like I did. So if you would, do share that for me, please.
Okay, so you can follow me on all social media platforms as Coaching Your Greatness. Also, Lakeisha Herrera, Herrera.
Yes. Okay. And you can follow me at Redmond Nicole and Queen Red. And of course, we're at Psssive Wealth GRP.
Yes. Okay. Well, ladies, golly, I mean, so much has been said here that has just really just solidified some things that I may not have spoken on so much, but believe in my heart of hearts. And I really appreciate what you're doing. And I pray that God continues to bless your minds, your hearts, your souls, and to bless your business going forward, because you're not just doing this for yourselves. And it's very apparent in what you say and how you say it, that you're doing it for our people. And that's the thing that pleases him the most, is how we do things to bring people to him and bring us to him in the best that we can be. And that is my tagline. That is something that I say at the end of all of my shows. And as we come to a close, you are absolutely meant to fly. So get what you need so that you can do that. And those that are coming behind you can do the same. Thank you again. And we will be speaking soon. Sooner than you know.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
It's been my absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. So we'll see each other soon, and we'll probably talk again probably before the end of the month, because I really would like to take a personal